Hi, everyone. I want to talk to you and expand the concept of the idea of vitamin C on the vitamin C for virus channel. Vitamin C has a lot of benefits. You may hear about collagen because vitamin C is good for aneurysm, stretch marks, scar formation, inside lining of the cell. But we're not talking about the collagen effects we're going to talk about, because, and you may hear that and you say, well, where does vitamin C and virus fits in? Well, you have to develop a concept of vitamin C for viruses. And here's my take on it. I want you to start thinking about vitamin C and sugar, particularly sugar in excess, to be competing for certain processes in the cell. And that causes vitamin C either not to get in or to be less effective. And here we go. We know that vitamin C arms the inner aspect of the cell to form phagosomes, and phagosomes are like goblets that eat viruses and bacteria and debris, and that it sort of cleans the street, but it's very good about viruses and bacteria. And when you don't have the vitamin C you want for one reason or another, then you are less effective in forming these phagosomes. Now, it turns out that vitamin C, I want you to think about how vitamin C and sugar compete for the same way into the cell. And if you have too much sugar, you have less vitamin C and your immune defenses are down, and you're not going to be able to form the phagosomes as well as you should. So, I have said in the past with regard to diet that the first thing you can do for health and anti-aging is to cut back on your sugar. We're primed to eat sugar because we're possibly addicted to it. So sugar's in everything, but you can cut back on it. You can make choices. And I think you need to have a sugar budget where you look at labels and you know how many um, sugar grams are in a orange, let's say around 20. And if you have a budget of 25 or 30 grams of sugar a day, well, you're kind of close with one item to blowing your sugar budget. Now, you can say, well, that's a fruit, and fruits are beneficial for other reasons, but let's talk about your sugar budget. You may well have good points, and that may modify the number of actual encountered sugar molecules, sugar grams over time. But I'm not trying to complicate this. Sugar and vitamin C compete for each other. You can't form phagosomes as well when you have a blood sugar that's elevated. So cut your blood sugar down by limiting the sugar. You'll do wonders. Now, the second thing is and I have to look, there's a pathway. It's a shunt. You know what a shunt is. Things come down, it's like a railroad bypass. You can go out of the yard or you can shunt over and go into the yard. And a shunt means you go one of two ways. And it turns out that vitamin C favors a shunt in the pathway, and that has a name called the HMP shunt. And the HMP shunt forms DNA and RNA, which is vital for the formation of white cells. And sugar, particularly elevated sugar, suppresses this shunt. Vitamin C enhances that shunt. So you really have, I think, a competition. I haven't put that way, but I'd like you to kind of consider that, because you look at it in the future when you're eating that heavily laden soda with full of who knows what, 30 grams of sugar or ice cream. You are filling up you are blocking your shunt for fighting viruses and all the good things that vitamin C can do, particularly phagosomes not being formed. So I think you get the picture. Consider subscribing to this channel. I have a group of videos already and coming where we'll talk about how to ramp up your viral protection. In the video below is a link to the first video. It's also in a playlist. But always read the description. Look at the first video, making some suggestions on how to use vitamin C, how to take it, and you will hopefully be start putting up your fortress against viral and bacterial insults, and you'll understand vitamin C better and why you might want to consider taking it daily in more doses than you ever thought, and certainly above the recommended daily allowance, which is a piddling amount of something like 100 or less milligrams a day. Anyway, click the link, subscribe to the channel, and watch your sugar for reasons I just stated, and be well.